Hey, it's Dave from Chaos Guitars. Welcome to another edition of Bench Talks. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the guitar you regret selling. What's up, Bubs? Say hello. No? Okay. And then you got to get down. Anyway, this is kind of funny because I've built a lot of guitars over the years. I've done a lot of guitars. I've rebuilt a lot of guitars. I've worked on a lot of guitars. Anything you can possibly think of, I've pretty much done the guitars. And it's funny for me to say that I can think of a couple of guitars off the top of my head that I've built from scratch that I regret selling, which is silly when you think about it because I built them to sell, to make money as a business. And then I'm like, I shouldn't have sold that. So there is definitely a attachment to these instruments. I did a white double cutaway, basically a Stratocaster, looked like a Stratocaster, same everything. Blood splatter that I did in the very beginning of all this, when we first started doing Chaos Guitars as a business, that I regret selling. And a couple others. But it's funny because why do we get rid of these? I think the biggest reason is I remember when I was younger, I wanted the next big thing. I needed the next big thing. I needed the next great guitar or something for the next, to upgrade my sound or whatever. And I'm fortunate enough now that if I want a guitar, I buy it. But at that time, I had to sell what I had to upgrade. And I fell into that upgrade trap where I had an instrument I really loved, but I really wanted that next big thing. So I sold what I loved to get the next big thing. And that next big thing wasn't always great. So I think a lot of us fall into that trap. But, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. There's also kind of that memory thing. Like, I have a lot of instruments I look back on and I'm like, oh yeah, it was such a great instrument. And then the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, it really wasn't. It was a crappy instrument, but I have really fond memories because we played this show. We had such a great show while I played that guitar or whatever. So is it because you have a memory or a feeling attached to it, or was it really that great of an instrument? Now, all this makes sense when we get to the next subject, which is, do you buy it back? If you have the opportunity and it comes up for sale, do you buy it back? Well, these are things you have to think of when you go to buy it back, because if it was one of these things where it was a memory thing and maybe it wasn't that great of an instrument, it just is you had great times with it or whatever. See, this is where you fall into this trap, because I'll tell you, yes, buy it back. I'll tell you, buy it back no matter what, because if it makes you happy, buy it back. It's only money. Who cares? It's an instrument. If it makes you happy and it reminds you of something you did way back when, whatever, or it brings you some kind of joy, then yes, buy it back. If it's a great instrument and you're buying it back because it performs well, then yes, buy it back. There's very few times that I would say don't buy it back. I would almost always say buy it back. So that brings me to this. This is my story, right? So this guitar was built by me and by my son, my oldest son. I have 3 kids. I have 2 boys and a girl. My oldest son is an art major, and he is an incredible artist. Just phenomenal. So him and I worked on this together. He did a lot of the paint work on this, and that's why this guitar is so important to me. This guitar has a lot of really cool things, a lot of really cool components in it and wiring and all that, and I don't even give a shit about any of that. What I care about is the artwork, because my son did it. So when this guitar came up on Facebook, I was like, okay, well, why? Number one, why is it on Facebook? Because it was never supposed to leave the family, but it didn't matter. I was buying it back because my son and I did it. I didn't care what condition it was in. I didn't care if it still played. I wasn't planning on playing it. It didn't matter to me. What mattered was that it was something my son and I did together. And that's that feeling thing, that memory attachment. So to me, it was worth every penny I spent on it. Now, I bought it. It's been sitting in the case ever since. I don't know. I haven't even set it up. I haven't played it. I haven't set it up. I haven't done anything with it. Probably won't, because it's a snapshot in time. And right now, this is where it is. This is a reminder of what it is, and it'll stay there. Someday, maybe we'll move forward with it. But for right now, it is what it is. But that's what makes this type of thing so cool. If you have something that you're attached to, if you have something that, even if it's just, well, it was a great guitar, okay, buy it back. If you have that opportunity. If it was a great guitar, buy it back. If it was a memory thing and you have the opportunity, buy it back. You only live once. Why not, right? All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll talk to you soon.